Hi everyone. I have a story for you today about worrying. The title of our story is called Wemberly Worried. See her face, she doesn't look like she's feeling so hot. When we worry, we have not a great feeling. So let's see what Wemberly is worrying about. This story is by Henkes. He wrote the words and he did the illustrations, the pictures inside. This part of the book, you remember what that's called? Yeah, the front cover. Good job. This part is the back cover. You got it. And this is the spine. So let's take a look inside and see. Wemberly Worried by Henkes. Wemberly worried about everything. Big things. I just wanted to make sure you were still here, she says to her mom and dad in the middle of the night. Little things. And things in between. She says, Mama, what if I shrink? Wemberly worried in the morning. She worried at night. And she worried throughout the day. You worry too much, said her mother. When you worry, I worry, said her father. Worry, 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 said her grandmother. Too much worry. I see her grandma's shirt. It says, go with the flow. When you go with the flow, you don't worry. At home, Wemberly worried about the tree in the front yard. What if it falls on her house? And the crack in the living room wall. What if it gets bigger and something comes out of it? And she worried about the noise the radiators make. What if there's a snake inside? Right? Some of these worries seem kind of silly. Sometimes when we worry, we're worrying about something that may be just so silly, but we just can't stop thinking about it. Poor Wemberly. At the playground, Wemberly worried about the chains on the swings and the bolts on the slide and the bars on the jungle gym. Too rusty, too loose, too high. And always she worried about her doll, Petal. Shouldn't Petal have a car seat too? Oh, Petal's lost forever. And here's her mom. She says, I found her, sweetie. I'll wait for you, Petal. Maybe you have a little lovey. Maybe a special blanket that keeps you company when you're worrying. Don't worry, said her mother. Don't worry, said her father. But Wemberly worried. She worried and worried and worried. When Wemberly was especially worried, she rubbed Petal's ears. Wemberly worried that if she didn't stop worrying, Petal would have no ears left at all. On her birthday, Wemberly worried that no one would come to her party. See, said her mother, there was nothing to worry about. But then Wemberly worried that there wouldn't be enough cake. On Halloween, Wemberly worried that there would be too many butterflies in the neighborhood parade. See, said her father, there was nothing to worry about. But then Wemberly worried because she was the only one. You worry too much, said her mother. When you worry, I worry, said her father. Worry, 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 said her grandmother. Too much worry. I see her grandma's wearing another no worry shirt. Got a little smile on there. And she's pointing with her cane to the words that say, take it as it comes. Soon, Wemberly had a new worry. School. Wemberly worried about the start of school. More than anything she had ever worried about before. By the time the first day of school arrived, Wemberly had a long list of worries. What if no one else has spots? What if no one else wears stripes? What if no one else brings a doll? What if the teacher's mean? What if the room smells bad? What if they make fun of my name? What if I can't find the bathroom? What if I hate the snack? What if I have to cry? And I see this whole page is filled with question marks. In the background, I see these gray marks. When we're asking something, she's asking a lot of the future. She doesn't know. She has a lot of questions. No te preocupas, said her mom. Don't worry. Don't worry, said her father. But Wemberly worried, and she worried and worried and worried. She worried all the way there. And her grandma here says, have fun. While Wemberly's parents talked to the teacher, Miss Peachum, Wemberly looked around the room. Then Mrs. Peachum said, Wemberly, there is someone I think you should meet. Her name was Jewel. She was standing by herself. She was wearing stripes and she was holding a doll. At first, Wemberly and Jewel just peeked at each other. This is Petal, said Wemberly. This is Niblet, said Jewel. Petal waved. Niblet waved back. Hi, said Petal. Hi, said Niblet. I rub her ears, said Wemberly. I rub her nose, said Jewel. Throughout the morning, Wemberly and Jewel sat side by side and played together whenever they could. Petal and Niblet sat side by side too. Oh, look at them building that cool tower. They're working together, right? And look at their faces. Do they look like they're worrying? Or maybe like they have a different feeling going on now that they're working together and finding something to do. Yeah, they look happy. They look really happy. Wemberly worried, but no more than usual, and sometimes even less. Before Wemberly knew it, it was time to go home. Come back tomorrow, called Miss Peachum as the students walked out the door. Wemberly turned and smiled and waved. I will, she said. Don't worry. And I see her family is dancing kind of carefree like, right? And even Petal is part of their little dance as a family. And that's the end of our story today. So I hope whatever you're feeling, that you have a grown-up to talk to, or maybe you've got a little lovey like Petal that you can kind of snuggle up to and tell them how you're feeling. But please, don't worry too much, okay? Give yourself a big hug. Thank you for sharing a story with us today. And remember to take your deep belly breaths, whatever your big feelings that are coming your way. take time to stop, say how you're feeling, and take your deep belly breaths. I'm sure you will feel better after that. Okay? But I miss you, friend, and I can't wait to see you again. And I hope you take care of each other and take care of yourself. Okay?